Latin Prince, president and founder of the Original Historical Music Society of Detroit. And we want to focus our attention now on Mr. Bill Freeland, who is the curator of the Curtis Museum. Bill, why don't you tell the audience about the Curtis Museum, who Dr. Curtis was, what his affiliation with Dr. George Washington Carver, and how it came to be located in the House of Beauty here.
Okay. First of all, Dr. Curtis was George Washington Carver's protege for 8.5 years, from 1937 to about 1943. And he had the distinct opportunity to study under a master and became a master himself. As you know, Dr. George Washington Carver came up with some 300 products made from the peanut. And Dr. Curtis had a hand in that as being his assistant. And they made paints together, interior, exterior paints, and several other products that they did together. Then when Dr. Carver passed, Dr. Curtis went into his own product. He made a whole line of hair care products. He was in competition with Madam C.J. Walker in the 40s, and his product is still on the market today. He passed November 5th of 04, and what we're trying to do is have a presence in the school and expose our youth to who these two gentlemen were, because we're still benefiting from the contributions that both men made. And I happened to drive by the museum on several occasions, and something that prompted me to stop. And I stopped, and I walked in. I was amazed. And I encourage the audience to come out to the museum located at 14034 West McNichols. And that's like 3 blocks west of Schaefer in McNichols. This is a jewel in your own community, and you ought to be a part of it. And culturally speaking, it gets no better than this. It doesn't get any better than that. The owners are Mr. and Mrs. Crawford. On one side of the mall, it's a beauty shop where they use his hair care products. And then on the other side is the museum, which was located on Selden in Woodward. But now they're located on McNichols now. And it's a great opportunity. I feel very privileged and very honored to be a part of the museum. And some of my hopes and dreams are to produce a documentary on Dr. Austin Curtis, and some of his accomplishments, because he had many. And our kids need to know, once again, who they are, because if you have to know your past to know your present, so that you can go to your future.
As a museum curator, what's your ultimate goal with the museum?
Well, I call myself the curator, but my title there is Public Relations and Marketing. And so I do the public relations and marketing, and I'm getting out to schools, and I had the distinct opportunity to meet Dr. Curtis in 1996 in Kansas City. He came out to do a capital campaign for the George Washington Carver Center in Kansas City. So I got a chance to meet him, and that's how I got into this, by showing Mr. Crawford a video of some footage of some of the things I did with Dr. Curtis in 96. So that got me in the door, thank God, and I'm trying to go from there and raise some funds to do a serious documentary that we can put in the school systems all across the country, because we're still benefiting once again from the contributions that both men made.
So what's your ultimate goal with the museum?
My ultimate goal with the museum is to, once again, maximize the exposure to the public schools, because the museum has been there for 5 years, and we don't get the kind of traffic that we deserve. I think that I should be having a field trip once or twice a day from different schools all across the state, and that's ultimately what I would like to do is maximize the exposure to our youth, to our students, black, white, or whatever, whoever you are, so that because whoever you are, you are benefiting from the contributions these two men made, no matter who you are. We're located once again at 14034 West McNichols, and our phone number is area code 313-341-1512.
That's Francisco Frank Garcia, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you again. Meantime, love, peace.